T R Kakkar, former Police Commissioner of Delhi, C. Pal Singh, former IG of the Punjab Police, General Vinod Bhatia, former DGMO and Defence Analyst, Maroof Raza, Consulting Editor, Strategic Affairs, Sambit Patra of the BJP, and Manjit Singh GK of the Akali Dal. Manjit Singh GK, why is Badal helping Salwinder Singh? Why is the Shiromani Akali Dal BJP government helping Salwinder Singh?
Who told you so?
He's been roaming around free for the last 5-6 days. This man should have been interrogated a long time back.
He's there
what
for
have you
investigation.
Done? Pardon me? What investigation? What have you issued a word? Have you said a word about the failure of the Punjab Police? Would you like to say some tonight?
No, Punjab Police never failed. Arnab, Punjab Police.
So Salwinder Singh belongs to what? The German police?
Of Akali Dal. No.
Salwinder Singh belongs to the German police or the Punjab police?
And he belongs to Punjab police.
You believe Salwinder Singh?
Take out the truth.
You believe Salwinder Singh?
No, we don't believe him.
Then what? No, you don't believe him? No, 1 second. You don't believe him? Show me one statement from Badal questioning Salwinder Singh's version. One statement from the Chief Minister of Punjab.
I am representing Badal. I am representing Badal. I am sitting on your channel, and for the government I am speaking.
So if we are asking tonight, is the Punjab Police accountable? Is the Punjab Police accountable for the failure to prevent the Gurdaspur attack? Yes or no?
No, I think what Punjab Police did the best. And in last 9 years, it is Badal government. Nothing has happened in Punjab. Just for these two incidents, and
just for these incidents,
government, Punjab Police has
just for these incidents. Look at the language, Maroof. Just for these incidents, as if this is another incident. 7 soldiers die when AIRBASE is an hostage for 4 days, and you have the temerity.
It is a very serious.
And you have the temerity to come on television and say just for these versions. No, what do you mean? First of all, you apologize for what you said. Just for these incidents, you know what happened? For 4 days, the biggest 85 hours, there's been an operation and an airbase. You come on Newshour and you say just for this incident, your Chief Minister doesn't say a word. The whole country is asking whether there's a drug link between the Punjab Police. You believe Salwinder?
It is. I am representing my government. What I am saying on the behalf of the government.
Is your government responsible for what happened in Pathankot?
The operation was just for 10 hours, not for 4 days.
You want to play it down?
The operational part where both the parties were engaged, it was for 10. I think a senior army officer,
in which the Akali Dal representative, just watch the way, viewers, in which the Akali Dal representative, whose loyalty is only to the political class and only to Sukhbir Singh Badal, does not have the decency here to actually say, for you political loyalties mean more than national interest, quite clearly. Political loyalties mean more than national interest. Maroof is responding to you. The question tonight is, did Salwinder lie? Maroof, I would have liked 1 second. Maroof.
Arnab, let me remind the gentleman from the Punjab government of a couple of points. The first is that apart from a free run that the SP's vehicle had between the shrine and returning back to Pathankot, which is completely unacceptable, and it has probably, General Bhatia is there, ex-DGMO, he'll bear me out, and you would know, and everybody else would know who has been any time in a troubled part of this country, that you just can't breeze through like this, particularly when an SP's vehicle is being driven by men in military camouflage. Either the entire Punjab Police had been told ki gaadi ko jaane do, or everybody had been putting on blinkers on that one particular night. That's another question that emerges. The second question I want to ask you, sir, that you say that only 10 hours of operation, then why is the Home Minister of India being castigated and taken to task, having announced that the operations had ended, and after which another 24 hours later or more, the Defence Minister of India finally came to say that the operations had completed, because between the Home Minister's tweet and the killing of 2 other people, there was at least another 24 hours. Now you are trying to say that the first 10 hours finished everything else, and the rest of it we were just sitting and praying that the other 2 would die on their own? The third point I want to ask you, that why is it that the entry point, and I am not saying it, the NIA is investigating.
I am not saying
sir, please hear,
myself.
Please hear me out,
sir.
I'm asking
senior army officer
sir, hear
on
me
your
out,
channel.
hear me.
It is
sir,
the senior army officer on your channel
sir,
this
please,
evening
will you
gave a
please hear me?
statement that out of 4 days, it was only...
Sir, will you please hear me?
When the terrorists were engaged in serious fighting.
No, it was not 10 hours. Not 10 hours. If that senior army officer is saying it, no, sir. If the senior army officer is saying it, he's talking hogwash. It was not 10 hours. Everybody who knows that it was at least 48 hours, if not more. So don't quote that senior army officer. He's talking through his hat. And now, by the way, I want to ask you a third question. Why did the crossing, as per the NIA, take place exactly at the same place? I want to ask you, sir. I want to ask you, why did the crossing take place? Why did the crossing take place at the same place? How competent is the Punjab police that the crossing is taking place at the same place where the Gurdaspur crossing took place? And finally,
one second.
Where is the GPS?
One second. Pal Singh coming to the debate.
Sir, you are protecting Punjab.
Other questions also at the bottom of the screen. Manjit Singh, wait. Manjit Singh, now wait. Don't fight together.
I want to ask you, Manjit Singh.
Manjit Singh. Maroof, I go to see Pal Singh. Please, let's not speak together.
And by 8 o'clock, the vehicle was also detected.
The GPS that was found in Gurdaspur, Arnab, the GPS that was found in Gurdaspur in the last attack, the Punjab police has messed it up. They're still trying to fathom how a GPS works. So don't tell me about
Maroof, I have a more direct question, if I may.
Under this government,
Maroof, I have a more direct question, if I may. Can I please? Yes. Manjit Singh, a source has told me that this fellow, Salwinder, who's putting up all these Jack and Jill stories about what happened, a fairly well-informed source has told me that he has the support of top leaders in the Akali government, that he's close to the Akalis, he has the support of the Badals, he's seen to be an Akali man, a state government man. You know what I mean? Which is why the state government has just shut up about him. Any self-respecting state government which put national... Answer, let me... Is he a Akali man? Is he close to the Badals? Salwinder?
No.
Is he close to the Akalis?
He belongs to Punjab Police.
Punjab Police, you want to wash your hands off him? Then tell me, is he close? There are many policemen who are close to the Punjab Police. But let me ask the former IGC Pal Singh, Mr. Singh, do you buy this?
Why are you in a hurry to put everything
I'll tell you, I'm not in a hurry.
Why are you in a hurry to put everything to Badal's name?
Manjit Singh,
why don't you wait for the NIA report?
One second, Manjit Singh, I'll tell you why.
Why don't you wait for NIA
I'll tell you why. You tell any Indian today why you are in a hurry.
You want to put everything on Badal's
and why are you pulling things down? You are accusing me of being in a hurry. 1 minute, Manjit Singh, 1 second.
No,
I'm asking you, why are you not asking the questions? What happened to your common sense? Do you have any common sense?
Arnab,
do you have any common sense, Manjit, that you believe this story? I have to the contrary, Manjit. I have held myself back for the last 5 days. I have held myself back for the last 5 days because I wanted this operation to be over. Because we are not among those people when an operation is on, then you focus on anything else except the operation. But now the operation is over. You expect me not to ask questions about what Salwinder has been saying? Go and see all the interviews that man has given. No version of his matches the other. Otherwise, I ask you on the Newshour tonight, you can answer my specific questions. 1 minute, Manjit Singh. There are thousands of questions I have about these ridiculous versions that this Salwinder fellow has been putting out.
Please go ahead.
We are not going to be fooled, you know.
Please go ahead with your question.
I will, if you stop for a while and listen to others.
Please go ahead with your question.
See, Pal Singh, do you believe these fairy tales that he puts out? I mean, today, I don't know whether the superintendent of police has a fairy godmother who is protecting him. I don't know whether the superintendent of police is spinning a yarn as long as Rapunzel's hair. Should the superintendent of police's nose grow like that of the Pinocchio before you start disbelieving his version? Because I don't believe in the world of fairy tales, sir. When it comes to things that hurt my nation's security, you might. But don't you dare tell me, Manjit Singh, not to ask questions. I will ask every question that I want to. And people will ask you questions on why you don't ask the questions.
Who's stopping you?
Yourself.
Who's stopping you?
You can't. It's not a question of whether anyone's stopping me. You can't stop me. People can't stop us from asking questions.
I'm not stopping you.
Pal Singh.
Don't try to put words in my mouth.
Pal Singh, do you believe?
I'm not stopping you. Go ahead, put questions.
I will. Have patience. Have patience.
Nobody has given clean chit to this SP.
Good. You won't dare to.
This SP is totally under question.
You won't dare to.
Pal
Singh, you've seen these ridiculous stories that Salwinder Singh, his cook Madan Gopal, and all have been putting. Do you believe it? Do you believe it, or do you believe someone's lying?
You see, no. I think there's a lot of suspicion what he is talking. There's a lot of incoherence in what he is talking. Even the sequence of events, right from the place from where they have crossed, that place has been used earlier also for Dinanagar attempt, which was made. That place is used by the smugglers. Very well known fact is there. Then when we had the Khalistan movement there, the top smuggler, Sukhdev Singh Sakhira, he was killed and he posed himself as a Khalistani terrorist or Khalistani Zindabad force. What I am trying to say is the nexus between the narcotic smugglers, nexus between the drug smuggler, and nexus with the terrorists is known. Now, first point is that once they cross, how did they cross? There is thermal images are not working. The BSF said the thermal images are not working between one post to other, hence they were able to cross. I said the same place near Bamial, same place in July. They again crossed. You could not rectify the thermal images at that time. Same. Further, he comes there, he gets the car of SP, he may be assistant commandant, and they move forward. They move forward, they go to a Kalgarh, near a Kalgarh, and from there they abandon and go away. Again they go inside, they sneak inside. This entire sequence of events has to be connected. The connection can be either they had their own conspirators, either they had their own nexus, some drug smugglers, inside also, outside in the streets, and also on the border. In respect of the coherence, in several illogical way, this SP is explaining things. It creates a lot of doubt.
The only person...
Further investigation will prove in any case, but we cannot say that it should be taken as gospel truth.
The only people in the world who believe the superintendent of police, or at least refuse to disbelieve him, are the Badals and their supporters. And you should answer a basic question.
No,
Manjit,
not at all.
Don't keep repeating not at all.
We have never
I would ask you why the government of a state which makes the largest contribution of men, brave men, to the Indian army, why the politicians of that very state are protecting a man who doesn't explain his ridiculous version about the situation and the circumstances and the events which led to this unfortunate attack in Pathankot. Manjit Singh, I have spared you and your government for the last 4 days because the operation was on. But I'd like to ask the BJP. I'd like to ask the BJP. I'd like to ask the BJP, which is a partner in the Akali Dal government, BJP Akali government, why they don't ask those questions. I don't see the BJP uttering a word, Sambit, about the failure of the Punjab police to prevent what happened, or the inconsistencies in the questions about Salwinder, which the whole country is talking about. Shouldn't you be the ones questioning the Punjab police over why, having despite the relevant inputs, despite so-called the SP intimating them, they failed to prevent what happened? You can't take cover of the fact, the same standard answer, let there be an investigation. Do you believe Salwinder? Do you believe that the Chief Minister of the state should now open his mouth about what Salwinder is saying or not saying? Or do you believe silence is the answer tonight, Sambit?
Definitely silence is not the answer, Mr. Goswami. It has to be investigation. It has to be the law of the land which is above everything else. As far as the SP Salwinder is concerned, I do not hold forth for Salwinder or Punjab Police, but yet I would say, well, yes, there should be most stringent measures put into rolling, because this is not another case. This is not just an incident. This is a terror attack, for God's sake, on the country, and definitely every link should be investigated thoroughly. And I'm sure the NIA is going to do its best.
But you are not taking on your own government. Because it was you are not taking on your own government.
Not taking on the others. It's not about taking up. It is about the law of the land. It is about the NIA.
Very simple question.
If the government has NIA as an instrument, the NIA is looking into this issue, and I'm sure NIA will unearth all the
I don't buy your version.
Arnab, let me tell you today.
Sambit, I don't buy your version
I have been participating. Just a second, Arnab.
I don't buy your version, because it was you who slammed the state government of Bihar over the Patna blast in 2013 before the elections, and now you are silent. It was you who questioned the Nitish government in 2013 over whether it was indifferent, whether it was indifferent or negligent after the Patna blast, and now you are silent.
Mr. Goswami, was I silent?
You were not silent then. Now you are silent about the Badal government. My specific question to you tonight is this.
Terrorism.
Sorry, my specific question to you, Sambit, is this. My specific question to you, Sambit, is this. Sambit, please tell me, do you accept the silence of the Badals and the state government at a political level over what has happened in Pathankot?
The lapses are there, apparently. What is the connivance? What is the connivance? We are not asking about the lapses. Lapses have occurred everywhere. Lapses have occurred everywhere.
As far as Mr. Goswami and sir, hear me out. As far as the question on silence is concerned, I would be very categorical in stating that there should be absolute political silence, but investigation to speak up. If someone should speak, it should be rightful investigation. Politically, everyone else should be quiet, because we do not want to score political points over here. What we want to score out and reach is truth. Truth should establish itself, and no one, even if it is Salwinder or anyone else who is caught, however high he or she may be, no one should be allowed to escape.
Pal Singh and T R Kakkar, one second. Pal Singh wants to say something. I don't buy your point, what you're saying tonight, because it was Venkaiah Naidu who slammed the centre being casual on terror when the Hyderabad blast ripped through the city in February 2013. Your response was completely different. Today you are over-indulgent with the Badals, because Sambit Patra, you cannot afford to upset the Badals. You are politically holding on to them for dear life. You don't care about their silence. You don't care about whether they have links with the narcotics trade. You don't care about the fact that Salwinder has allegedly got the protection of the ruling party in Punjab.
Thereafter you can go to the other panelists.
I think for political reasons you're not asking the basic questions.
Humble request
Pal Singh.
20 seconds.
Pal Singh. No, sorry, Sambit, I'll come back to you. Pal Singh wants to come back with a counter question to Manjit Singh GK. Pal Singh, please.
The question of lapses are obvious. Sambit, you agreed. The lapses are obvious. Lapses are obvious at every stage. Crossing of the border lapses. He is hijacked. The SP is hijacked. There is no intensive patrolling that way. After his warning, for 1 hour he travels. There is no intensive patrolling. That party reaches near the airbase and sneaks into the airbase. There is nobody knows how he's gone. Everywhere lapses are evident. Lapses are evident. But the question is, have these lapses some connivance? Have these lapses some linkage? I only want to submit it that
in this area,
border area, during the Khalistan movement in Punjab, there were a lot of people who were with the
highest investigation.
I know. Investigation is going on, but let us, reasonable citizen, as a reasonable human being, with a little bit of mind, will always say that there is a needle of suspicion. The needle of suspicion points to some people.
There appears to me.
So investigation.
Pal Singh.
No one is going to speak in favor of the SP. We have nothing to do with the SP. We do not hold the fort for the SP. Let the investigation be complete.
There are 2 points.
be hanged if he's wrong. No one is going to protect him.
But till now, you did not speak a word about the SP.
No,
the SP was not interrogated. The SP was walking around free. You knew the contradictions. You responded insofar as the NIA questioning the SP only after the media asked the questions. Sambit, be honest about it. Only when the media asked the questions. In fact, some sections of the media were doing indulgent interviews with the SP, asking ridiculous questions such as, some sections of the media are asking questions, don't you feel bad about it? Sambit Patra, open your eyes and realize the SP is now being questioned because of the questions raised by the media. I want to ask you, why are you blind and deaf to the SP's contradictory versions?
You have not. First he was thrown out, second time he was bundled into it, third time his eyes were closed. Every time
I'm sorry, Sambit. No, I'm sorry, Sambit. I want to say something to you tonight, and you're going to have to hear me. I'm sorry, Sambit. You have to hear me now. A serious matter. In the case you say silence tonight, I'll tell you your contradictions. I keep telling you your contradictions till you accept them. In the case of the Jaipur attacks in 2008, when the BJP government was there at the state, the BJP then slammed the centre for not sharing inputs. Here, not only are you defending yourself, you are quiet about your ally. Sambit, your political allies are not more important than national interest. Break up with the Akali Dal if required, but defend national interest.
Arnab, Punjab Police gave us specific over here. Punjab Police gave specific input. How can you say
please,
Punjab Police
I know about the Punjab Police better than you.
Specific inputs. Yes, Punjab Police has shown.
I want the BJP to have the courage to speak up about what the Badals are doing.
No, it is.
I want to speak if you allow me to speak.
I think Arnab.
Why are you mild on the Badals?
Investigating agencies need to ask SP the questions, not BJP or Akali Dal. Investigating agencies will ask the question to the SP, nobody else.
Till now, Manjit Singh, till today, I'm sorry, the SP must have given 100 interviews, including a few over-indulgent interviews to some very over-sympathetic anchors who go to them and say, you know what, people are asking you questions, how wrong isn't it? And the BJP, the Akali Dal government did nothing about it. The Akali Dal government has begun asking Salwinder questions today on television because the whole world is asking those questions. Where was your sense of logic till now?
Neither your channel, not BJP, not Akali Dal. Nobody can investigate, only the investigating agencies.
Really? So who? Sukhbir Badal will investigate?
I cannot investigate.
Sukhbir Badal will investigate.
I cannot investigate.
Sukhbir Badal will investigate. You want Sukhbir Badal to investigate?
Why are you diverting the...
Sukhbir Badal will investigate.
No, why should Sukhbir Badal
Sukhbir Badal investigates Salwinder. That's an honest investigation.
Agencies who will investigate.
Okay, now we come to the questions.
Only the investigating agencies will investigate.
Okay, my question is, several questions come to my mind, T R Kakkar. 1 second.
But why is the SP? Why Salwinder is giving statement after statement?
I have many questions.
Let it be then investigated by the National Investigating Agency. He is giving statement after statement, contradicting himself. Every now and then he is contradicting.
Yeah.
Why is he giving statement? Yeah. After all, police officers are under the state government. If you feel that interrogation or investigation is done by national investigation, let him not speak.
No, what happens is, 1 minute, because Pal Singh, it's a good question you're asking. Unfortunately, in our country, if the authorities have become stone deaf and bat blind,
I would say, sir,
if the authorities have become stone deaf and bat blind to logic, I don't know. Any logical person would see these interviews that this guy is giving.
Deaf, blind? No, it doesn't happen that way.
Any reasonable person would see these interviews and say this man is contradicting himself. दाल में कुछ जरूर काला है. इसको पहले अंदर कीजिए. मगर अब तक हम इसको हीरो बना रहे थे. इसको हीरो बना रहे थे. Anyway, my question is this. I'd like to go to TR.
It is not denigrating the Punjab Police.
No, it's not.
It's a heroic fight. They laid down their lives for the movement.
Now my question is,
they laid down their lives. But at this point of time, this particular SP.
Gentlemen, 32 minutes past 9. Many viewers are saying, let's go to the specific questions. I agree with you, viewers. I want to go to specific questions. And I'd like to take the policeman and General Vinod Bhatia has not spoken yet. I'd like him also to come into this part of the debate. Thanks for being patient, General Bhatia. The question is, this Gurdaspur SP's responses, in my view, throw up more questions than answers. First and foremost, T R Kakkar, my question is, why does he say 4 to 5 people stopped in his car when he was abducted? 4 to 5, tomorrow he'll say maybe 6. Was it 4 or 5? Then when you ask him, why didn't you take them on? Then he is very clear. There were 5. So, secondly, if Rajesh Verma, the man who was driving the car, can say with certainty there are 4 people,
with them, and it doesn't know 4 or 5.
Yeah, so if the man driving the car who's not a policeman can say there are 4 people, I don't know why an SP with years of experience doesn't remember how many people there are. And Manjit Singh GK, you are on the phone, is some politician calling you to give you instructions on what to say. You speak for yourself. It appears you're taking some very important person's phone calls.
Function going on. I am sitting here. I am sitting here talking to you.
No. Are you getting calls from some politicians in Chandigarh?
Sir.
Yeah.
No. Nobody is calling me. I'm answering your question.
Thank you. No, I'm just double checking. I'm double checking. I'm sure you take only important calls at this time. T R Kakkar.
Can I? You don't want to listen. Arnab, you don't want to listen.
T R Kakkar, please. T R Kakkar. T R Kakkar. I'm only asking questions. Don't get provoked. T R Kakkar.
Yes.
T R Kakkar, please.
Arnab, before I answer your specific question, I am surprised at the audacity of this man, Manjit, to frame a cover-up for everything that he's doing. That may be his...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
Now the question is, there are very serious inconsistencies in the version of this SP. This SP has to answer quite a lot, and he will have to answer everything. Now, I am not, because everything else has been discussed. This man has such a huge body. He's got such robust health. I wonder why he did not face those people.
Yeah.
At the most, what would have happened? He would have been killed. That is all that would have happened. And the policemen have died in duty, performing their duties, performing in riots, taking on the criminals.
Sir,
and if he had done this, he would have become a hero. And why the hell he was not carrying arms with him? He was in the mid of night in an official vehicle. Why was he not carrying his weapons with him? And why is it that he stops at his vehicle at almost the same spot where those people are hiding?
And tonight, viewers, one second.
And this man has behaved. To my mind, he has been the greatest coward. I will call him a coward. And he could have laid down his life and face those people.
So
why did he do that?
You may call it.
Look at the cook of the DSC. Look at the cook of the DSC.
There are 2 policemen on 2 sides tonight. 1 second. Viewers.
And then he has got such conflicting versions. 4 people or 5 people. And SP cannot remember whether they are 4 or 5 or 6.
And to viewers tonight, I'm not saying anything, but I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question in a broad context. I'm not naming anyone, but I'm asking a question. Are we forever going to be a country of Vibhishans and Mir Jafars? And my question is very simple tonight. And by the way, Mr. Manjit Singh, don't tell me who knows what about Punjab or doesn't know. During the first 2 weeks of November, I was traveling through the length and breadth of Punjab. After the alleged desecration of the Guru Granth Sahib, I know enough about what is happening in Punjab, maybe better than you, so don't make those patronizing comments to me. Now, we have 2 police persons and 1 general on the program tonight besides Maroof Raza. I think they have enough knowledge about strategic affairs. I'd like to go to General Bhatia. General Bhatia, as per the narratives we have here, Salwinder Singh, Rajesh Verma and the cook, Madan Gopal, are squeezed into a car like sardines when the terrorists also get on board to abduct them. The immediate question that arises to my mind is, how did so many people fit into the car that was being driven? And how could they, especially when the terrorists were also carrying weaponry, AK-47s, 50 kilograms of bullets alone? I don't know how all this fits. It would be magical. But what is more magical is that we have the Akali government which is just completely quiet on it. It amazes me. How do you read it, General Bhatia?
Even if we take the version of...
General Bhatia speaks. General Bhatia speaks. General Bhatia speaks. Let me speak. After Bhatia ji, please.
Give me a minute.
NSG was there before time.
अभी तो सवाल पूछना शुरू किया.
Punjab police, that is why NSG was there before time.
That's not the question. The question is the question is that 5 to 6 terrorists infiltrate through a known recognized route. They travel 26 kilometers to Air Force base undetected.
But the question
they stay 24 hours like Dogo. No one knows about it in Punjab. It is not possible. It is just not possible.
Before time.
No, please, it is not possible that they can travel 26 kilometers. They come in a police vehicle. There are so many nakas out there. There are so many ex-servicemen and serving soldiers there. They can recognize people in army fatigues where the army men are not. You let me speak, please. What I'm trying to say is that even given that there are just 4 to 5 terrorists in that vehicle, it's not possible for them with the kit. They're carrying 20 to 25 kgs. They infiltrate through a known route, a recognized route, where 5 months ago infiltration has taken place. They traveled 26 kilometers to the Air Force station, crossing all nakas, all checks. They outmaneuvered 6 terrorists, outmaneuvered the complete forces deployed out there, including the police. Then they lied Dogo for 24 hours, undetected, around Air Force base, which is not possible. You see, Pathankot and any place in Punjab has got so many service personnel, so many ex-servicemen there, and they will recognize military personnel and they see some. And their army fatigues, they lie Dogo out there for 24 hours before putting an attack. How can that be possible without connivance of people who are in it?
I don't know.
It is just not possible.
I don't know. I don't know.
They outmaneuvered everyone.
Yeah.
26 kilometers they have travelled all the way to the Air Force base.
No, General Bhatia, one more point, very important point here. I'm not saying in any other context, I'm just generally saying it. Usually, why do people protect people? Maroof, people protect people because they want to be protected. Because they usually have something to hide. And I'm not saying anything in any specific context. And when generally it's a rule that when people lie, they end up lying and then they lie again to cover the first lie. Then they have the third lie to cover the second lie. And the sequence of lies continues till you get caught. Now that's what happens here. Are you absolutely right? I want to ask one more question tonight.
Arnab.
One more question, Maroof. Times now has managed to speak to the keeper of the shrine, viewers, that Salwinder Singh went to on the night of December 31st. This is very interesting.
Where was he for 3 hours? Can you explain those 3 hours? Where was he?
Yeah, no, but I have something even deeper than that. Can I explain this? T R Kakkar, you tell me, you take this question. The shrine keeper, you know what he told our reporter, Mr.
Yes.
Kakkar? He says that Rajesh Verma and Madan Gopal, the cook and the jeweler, they visited the same shrine earlier in the day around 8 o'clock before anyone got up. Then they sit in the shrine, then they go away. Then they come back again at night. And this time, the boss man, Salwinder, is there. Now, Salwinder says, I am a very religious man. So I went to the shrine. Now, I want to know from anyone tonight, however religious you are, do 2 people spend half the day traveling to one shrine in the morning, come back? And then there's a sudden bout of religiosity which comes up again at night. कि नहीं हमें फिर पीर बाबा के उसी दरगाह पे जाना है. And second, you can't help yourself because you want to go to the shrine twice. So you say, I want to seek double the blessing. So you go back. कि फिर से जाना है. और इस बार हम बॉसमैन को ले जाएंगे, Salwinder को. What's going on, Mr. Kakkar? Have you ever heard of something like this?
Whole thing.
I don't know what's it. Now in army people,
no, I have
police,
never heard of somebody goes in the morning.
Yeah.
Somebody goes in the morning and again comes back and then takes the so-called the boss. And then most surprising is that this boss is an official vehicle. He doesn't carry even his own arms, personal arms. Yeah, he knows that he is going to be in that area. It will be dark at night. He must protect himself.
Yeah.
First of all, I strongly object to his behavior when he was accosted by the terrorists. I again say that for his cowardness, he should have been by this time suspended by the government. After all, a police officer is supposed to exhibit some sort of bravery, some sort of responsibility towards the nation. He has completely failed in that, and for this alone, he should have been by this time suspended by the state government.
No, state government hai kahan? By the way, where is the state government? Manjit Singh, what's going on? Yes, don't these thoughts come to you? Now, Maroof, since today...
Arnab, it was state government that NSG was there. It was because of state government that specific information was given.
Don't tell that, Manjit Singh.
Please,
T R Kakkar. NSG was sent by the centre.
Arnab, you give me one instance.
In spite of that...
You give me one instance where NSG was there before time. It was specific information given by...
Arey bhai, Badal did not send the NSG. It goes from the centre. Don't you know the facts?
The centre, man.
And
tomorrow you'll say...
NSG doesn't go on the request of the state government.
I know that...
I
know that Badal is all powerful for you. I know Badal is your supreme leader. Tomorrow you'll say that do you know? Tomorrow you'll say that do you know that the sun rose in Ludhiana? The sun rose in Ludhiana because it asked Badal first, should I rise?
Well.
I mean, don't be ridiculous.
Don't
be ridiculous.
Arnab, you can say whatever you want to say on your channel. Arnab, talk of facts.
I also happen to be the Director General of the NSG myself. I know how NSG is requisitioned and deployed.
I am saying,
so I do not want to buy this version
can the sun rise without Badal's permission?
State government
now my question is,
the state government cannot get the NSG unless it is approved by the centre.
Sun rises at times now. I think sun rises at times now, nowhere else.
We have no such illusions. Next question, specific. You see, Maroof, what happens is, the moment you ask general questions, GK Manjit Singh thinks he's off the hook.
On the subject.
But tonight we'll be on the subject. Maroof, my next question is very relevant. This Salwinder Singh fellow, who, by the way, got some indulgent interviews from some journalists, didn't he? I mean, you must have seen some of them. Quite embarrassing. Salwinder Singh is kidnapped from the Kunia area, Maroof, which takes about half an hour to reach from the shrine. Since that is the case, what was Salwinder, who would have presumably reached the spot where he was abducted around 9:30, doing between then and 12:30 a.m. when he was abducted? The distance 18 to 20 kilometers, time taken 3 hours.
Yes, precisely.
No, one second.
This is the question. This is the question.
You agree? You agree, Mr. So, taime taken 3 hours, approximate calculation is 6 kilometers per hour. Now tell me, Maroof, which car in the world, this Mahindra XUV, I think, is being driven at 6 kilometers per hour. Even on first gear, you can't drive a car at 6 kilometers. It is physically, humanly impossible to drive a car at 6 kilometers per hour. But this man is also a magician, Salwinder. He drove the car at 6 kilometers per hour after going to a shrine where 2 other people had gone earlier in the day. Out of a sudden bout of religiosity, they go and then they drive the car at that speed. Maroof, what's going on here? What is the Punjab police up to? They should have first questioned this guy very seriously.
Sir, I'd like to add one thing.
Maroof.
He attributes safety to Pir Baba.
Yeah, Maroof.
Okay.
To Pir Baba. Then let him go and live there only.
On a serious note, bring out 3 or 4 points. May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
May I, on a serious note, sir, bring out 3 or 4 points. The first is, one of the first things to understand is, Salwinder Singh, from all accounts, until proven otherwise, was operating as per a sequence of events that has been worked out well in advance. And therefore, his rendezvous with this team of terrorists took place at a time when they had agreed that that was an appropriate time, and the rest of it is all fillers in the gap. And it's being proved conclusively one after another that it was not, his statements don't stand the test of any scrutiny. But I want to bring out 2 or 3 other important points. And let's go back a little into the strategic picture. I have heard through very informed sources a couple of years ago that Pakistan was really keen on reviving the militancy in Punjab, and they felt that the climate and the situation was fertile for them to revive militancy because of the intense inability of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism to make headway in J&K in the last 2-3 years. And there was a design, that's why you see, sir, please let me complete, sir. So therefore you see many Pakistanis who have come on your panel have also said, what about the Khalistan force, what about this? They are keeping them in waiting for a situation to build up when they can get involved. And therefore the SP was a pawn in this game. The second thing to understand is that the Akali Dal in the 80s, a certain amount of neglect and a certain amount of connivance with various groups led to a situation which led to Blue Star and Black Thunder. Nobody can deny it. This is all recorded. Whether they are now again turning a blind eye to what are signals that are emanating.
It was Congress, not Akali Dal.
Sir,
in 80s, it was Congress who
there were rivalries. I agree.
It was Akali Dal
Manjit Sahab, I agree.
The Punjab suffered for it and Sikhs suffered for it.
Sir, Manjit, sir, please listen to me. What I am saying, that all political parties at that time were turning a blind eye, whether the Congress or the Akali Dal, and you have experience of it, you can't deny it. What I am saying right now, that between the strength that Punjab Police... Sir,
no, Maroof, I want to go back to the subject.
Sir,
sorry, Maroof, you know, if we go into politics, history and all, Manjit will get away, Maroof. Tonight, Manjit cannot get away by making it political. The questions would have to be asked about what the Punjab Police did in this case. No, Maroof, we must be specific,
very important point. The current government in Punjab, Arnab, the current government in Punjab has allowed the police to go to seed. I am not saying it. KPS Gill has written about it in one of the papers.
But
between what Punjab Police was in the 80s, what it is today.
Maroof, let's go on Salwinder tonight. The question is Salwinder. It appears to me tonight, Maroof, it appears to me tonight.
Let's not talk about
NSG. Maroof, it appears to me tonight that the two people who should have been... Maroof,
the NSG job is...
I understand where you come from, Maroof, but understand, let's be specific,
the NSG's job, Arnab, the NSG's job is not perimeter defense. So if they are taking credit for calling the NSG, did they know in advance that a particular objective was to be attacked?
The question is on Salwinder. Maroof, let's not give them a leeway tonight.
That is the objective
let's keep it specific.
Not to defend them.
Maroof, let's keep it specific. If we start discussing perimeter defense and NSG, then Manjit gets away, and that's why I want to be specific. My question is specific.
He's talking about NSG.
No, I will not go into I will not let the
educate him. That is not the job of the NSG.
Maroof,
so don't take credit about the NSG.
The more you make the debate broader, the happier the BJP and the Akali Dal will be. I don't want to. I want to ask specific questions. Where were Salwinder, Madan Gopal and Rajesh Verma for 3 hours between 9:30 p.m. and 12:30 a.m.? Did the Punjab Police question Salwinder about his 3-hour absence? Did they? Did you? Show me proof. Where did you question?
I think Punjab Police.
What do you mean I think?
Punjab Police did whatever they could.
Please don't. Did they question him about the 3-hour absence? Did they say?
Have done it.
That's rubbish.
And I think in today's press conference, the senior army officer on your channel has accepted that Punjab Police
Mr. Manjit Singh GK, Mr. Manjit Singh GK, were Salwinder and his associates. Why are you not asking specific questions? You're, as a fellow Indian, you should be talking about what works in the national interest. I don't understand. These questions are relevant. Come on, Sambit. You are also quiet. What explains the fact that the terrorists are able to navigate their way to the Pathankot airbase despite being Pakistani?
Salwinder Singh is guilty,
Manjit,
he will be punished.
Manjit,
nobody is protecting him.
The question is about the possibility.
Why are you putting words in our mouth?
Come on, Manjit. Please let others come in. General Bhatia. Is it a coincidence that
Salwinder
will you be quiet for a while? Ivan, 1 second. Now my question is simple. It is nobody in India will believe.
The question is,
there's a
sort of feeling of protection being given.
Yeah. You see, 1 second. Sambit, remember one thing. Silence is protection. I'm repeating it. Silence is protection. Silence under the garb of letting the investigation happen. It is not a coincidence that a superintendent of police is abducted on the same day that he travels without a PSO by a terror outfit seeking to destroy Indian assets at an airbase in Pathankot. It cannot be a coincidence. The story falls apart.
And he's so brave. And he's so brave that he can travel at night without his weapon.
But you are not tearing them apart, Sambit. You should be tearing them apart on the inconsistencies.
All of you speak together, gentlemen.
No, but why are you so held back tonight? What's happened, Sambit?
Why are you the terrorists can't be so lucky as to go unnoticed through and reach the Pathankot Air Base from the infiltration routes 20 odd kilometers away. They have crossed all barriers, all nakas. Definitely there's someone who's giving them shelter.
How did they reach Karachi?
No, 1 second.
How did they reach
T R Kakkar.
How did they reach Bombay? How did they reach Bombay from Karachi? Can you tell me?
No, there's a total difference between the two.
Can you tell me?
There's a difference between the two. The seas are the seas. Out here you have nakas en route, you have a road, you have a vehicle in which six army people, army fatigue, 6 terrorists are travelling. How can they go and they go and lie dogo out there, strike at the right time? There are too many coincidences, there are too many contradictions, the statements coming. Well, we have to understand that this is a national concern.
Simple question. 1 second. T R Kakkar. First of all, I want silence for 30 seconons. I want to point out a point. I want silence from all panelists for 30 seconds. 30 seconds of silence. So 1 second. T R Kakkar, 30 seconds silence. I object. No, T R Kakkar.
The vehicle has the blue beacon.
No. 1 second. I want silence for you on 30 seconds. Mr. Kakkar. Mr. Kakkar. Mr. Kakkar.
One individual who has created
Mr. Kakkar, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Pal Singh ji, एक important point मैं कहना चाहता हूँ. What I'm saying here tonight, I think GK Manjit Singh should apologize immediately for asking that question. How did the terrorists enter Mumbai? First of all, to compare one terror attack to the other and try and use the logic of one terror attack to justify another is absolutely unacceptable. You should really be embarrassed. Manjit Singh ji, now let me complete. You listen to me. Don't interrupt me. You listen to my complete comment. Listen to my complete comment and then respond, Manjit.
I can lay my life. I can lay my life for this country. Don't ask me this question.
Mr. Manjit Singh, don't get me rhetoric. I get rhetoric every day from every politician. When politicians can answer my questions, they resort to rhetoric. Answer my specific questions tonight. Don't give me rhetoric tonight. Ab lecture mat dijiye.
I'm answering your questions.
My question to you is, you haven't even heard the question. You know what my question is? You can't make a comparison to 2611 because if in 2611 a superintendent of police from Mumbai, if a superintendent of police from Mumbai, Mr. Manjit Singh, please be quiet. If a superintendent of police from Mumbai, what? Will you hear me?
This is as much as my country, as your country. How can you say?
Don't give me lectures. Don't do drama. Don't do drama on my show. आप ड्रामा मत कीजिए.
I'm not doing drama.
You are doing a bit of drama. आप ड्रामा मत कीजिए.
I'm not doing drama.
आप थोड़ा ड्रामा कर रहे हैं, मत कीजिए.
No.
आप ड्रामा मत कीजिए.
Not at all.
Manjit Singh ji, आप ड्रामा मत कीजिए.
Not at all.
I am an experienced journalist. I know when a politician tries drama. आप ड्रामा कर रहे हैं, मत कीजिए.
I know.
मत कीजिए.
Arnab,
ड्रामा करने से सवाल का जवाब नहीं मिलता.
Don't try to say these words. Please don't try to say these words.
What are my words?
Please.
You know, you want to hear me? You want to hear me or you want to just shout now? आप listen, सुनिए मेरी बात. I'll tell you. If in the Mumbai attack, imagine if a superintendent of police, be quiet please now, Manjit. If a superintendent of police were to take a large ship, if a superintendent of police was to take a large ship, or he was to take that ship, and then take the ship out, right, to sea, pick up 7 or 8 all these kasabs and the others, and later say कि ओ मैं तो ऐसे ही जहाज लेके गया था, वो रास्ते में मिल गए, वो गलती से मैंने लिफ्ट दे दी और उनका सारा बारूद मैंने शिप में डाल दिया और कसाब को लिफ्ट दे दिया, फिर आते हुए उन्होंने मुझे छोड़ दिया, दूसरों को मारा, then we would have asked those same questions we're asking now. You realize how ridiculous the situation is? I am asking these questions because, and by the way, these people, these terrorists, they don't spare children and women. How did they spare the superintendent of police?
Yes, this should be investigated.
This should be investigated. What were you doing till now?
Should be investigated.
What were you doing till now?
Who is stopping it? Who is stopping it? We have been investigating.
You never asked any questions till now. Now, Sambit, why are you so quiet?
What are you talking, Arnab?
Sambit, why are you so quiet? Why are you not asking these questions to the Punjab government? You are in power, you see, in Punjab. You are in power in Punjab. You are in power in Delhi.
I cannot pride over the experts. I don't want to shout over others. Okay. Allow me to speak now. My time starts, so I speak. Now, Mr. Goswami, you want me to speak? I'm speaking. Please don't interject.
I'd like to tell Manjit Singh that Punjab Police has done wonders. Punjab Police was heroic police, but today
my question is very simple. My question is very simple, and I want to say something right now. Sambit, hear me. What am I saying tonight? I am saying tonight the superintendent of police should be asked tough questions by the state government and the heads of the Punjab Police. What are we saying? We are saying that if there's someone who should take the SP to task, it should be the state government. The state government is headed by the Badals. They should be really tearing that SP's version apart. I want to see everyone in the state government asking the SP the questions the media is asking. Why is the state government not asking these questions? Is the media going to hold itself back? Are we going to be scared? Why is the central government not asking the questions? Why is the state government not asking the questions?
No, don't. Mr. Goswami, this is absolutely wrong. I have been patient enough to listen to all your questions, but you are making wrong allegations. Absolutely wrong allegations. It's an agenda. This is not going to work.
Where are the questions being asked by the state government?
Yes, Mr. Goswami, enough is enough. Listen me now. Enough is enough.
Where is the questions being asked by the state government?
I am not going to be defensive tonight. You cannot heckle the BJP because this is one of the most successful operations.
Oh, please don't hide behind the success of the operations.
You do not want the answer.
Why have these questions not been asked?
Well, yes, there are certain things amiss. That's the reason as to why the SP is being investigated. No one is giving the SP a miss. The SP should be investigated.
How come you woke up after the media asked the questions?
Without the law taking its course, I cannot hang the SP on the Newshour. Well, even the Newshour is free to investigate. The NIA is investigating. Let the Newshour also conduct
the investigation. Okay, so here's a question.
No one is stopping you.
Here's a question.
Please don't blame the central government.
One second. How was the state machinery?
The central government has prevented the strategic assets from being blown. The central government has prevented the hostage crisis. The central government has taken preemptive measures. The central government is investigating.
6 terrorists crossed the border.
Ask
6
them,
terrorists
allow
crossed
us
the border.
As well.
6 terrorists crossed the border on the intervening night of 30th and 31st December. They change into army fatigues. They manage to hijack 2 vehicles. They roam around for 24 hours laden with guns, grenades and mortar. Travel 31 kilometers to successfully carry out an attack on one of the most secure military bases. And I'm being told tonight, don't ask questions.
Who is saying don't ask questions?
I'm being told tonight, don't ask questions about a fairy tale version being put out.
No,
what am I saying tonight, Sambit? What am I saying tonight? The questions I ask, should be asked by you and your ally.
This is a democratic country. Every panelist has the right to answer as well. You ask questions. No one.
So what is the responsibility of the state government to ask those questions? How does the state police not send sniffer dogs to the location of the alleged abduction as described by the SP and his cook in order to track the whereabouts and trails of the terrorists? Why did the police personnel patrolling the highway not notice the unusual idea of people dressed in army fatigues travelling in a designated SP's car? How was the state machinery unable to track a group of armed terrorists for a good 24 hours given there was only prior intimation of an attack by SP levels officer vehicle was hijacked on gunpoint and a warning issued thereafter to look out for possible militants and our terrorists? And after that, we have this completely fairy tale version that is being put out by the SP. And you know, Sambit, as well as I do, that this SP is now being hauled up only when a section of the media is really asking the tough questions. We are asking the questions, and we are being faulted for asking the questions. How fair is that? How fair is that? You get aggressive with us when we ask the questions about the SP. You should have asked the questions. All I'm saying is, you should have asked the questions.
No one can. We have experts by both sides. You can ask Mr. Kakkar. You can ask the general as well.
Mr. Kakkar.
Is the NIA under anyone's influence? The NIA would, in fact, nail anyone who is responsible for the act.
Who is this SP? Who is this SP?
Whoever the SP may be, if he is wrong, he would be hanged. He would not be allowed free.
He should be hanged. He should be hanged. He should be hanged if he is wrong.
I'm not getting clear answers.
Who's protecting him?
I'm not getting clear answers. Maroof wants to come. I'm still not getting clear answers. 1 second. I'm not getting clear answers.
How can you get clear answers without investigation?
You tell.
How can you get clear answers without investigation?
No, you tell. Investigation does not stop us from asking questions upon. You want to ask me, aap log kya kar rahe hain? Upon gaining knowledge of the SP's kidnapping, did the state authority issue an advisory against this particular SUV for a possible terror strike? Please tell me, did the police piece the string of information available and include the Pathankot Air Force Base in the circle of operations as a sign of precaution? I mean, if an SP level officer is claiming,
yes, Punjab Police,
I don't know why I should be asking
you the complete information.
You want to haul us up for asking questions?
Army were moved one day prior to the attack by 2:30 p.m. afternoon. 9 columns of army were sent to the air base. That was the preemptive measure taken by the central government. NSG was sent later. Initially, 9 columns of army was sent. So please have pertinent information.
Law and order is a state subject.
The government.
And still they were able to manage to get in. They managed to get in.
Now you want to come
the question is,
I agree. Operation
patrolling the perimeter.
Had not lost a simple life. But as an expert,
and I want to say something tonight. Sambit, I want to say something tonight.
Did not the government...
Sambit, I want to say something tonight. Sambit, hear me this. Here tonight. I'm saying something to the viewers of News. Our viewers, as I am broadcasting this show to you, right now, this minute, I'm taking you into confidence. As of this minute, threats are being issued to this channel. As of this minute, by political vested interests, as of this minute, threats are being issued to your channel for asking these questions. I'm putting this on public record to say I will not be bothered about these threats. Throughout, I know people who are working the phones attempting to threat Times Now personnel for asking these questions. I ask you tonight, viewers, am I wrong in asking these questions? Am I wrong in asking why is the state government not getting paranoid about what Salwinder has said and not said? Am I wrong in asking those questions of accountability that must be asked tonight? And I'm asking you tonight that what should we do when we face those threats on the broadcast of a program, so you, Manjit Singh, can tell those people who are trying to threaten us for asking the right and appropriate questions that we will ask the appropriate questions. And the appropriate questions are being put at the door of the political parties because people trust political parties when they vote for them, when they run state governments. So when a botch-up like this happens, we expect that it is not us in the media, but the state governments who will ask the questions before us. That is our responsibility to the people of this country, and we continue to do it. So nobody should try any threats tonight. It's not going to work. It's never worked, Manjit. It has never worked. It has never worked. It is never going to work, Sambit. You know that with us and with me.
No, you have every right. I, on the Newshour, say that you have every right to ask all the questions, and you should also lodge a complaint against anyone who has threatened you or your channel. Immediately, a complaint should be
none of the questions. I put this in the public domain. We do our jobs. No, Sambit, we do our job sincerely. We do our job sincerely. We believe it is our right to ask why the state government is not responding with the kind of paranoia that we have tonight. We're not insinuating anything against anyone, but we are asking for accountability. But threats will not work, Manjit, with anyone. It's never worked. It never will.
Arnab. Nobody is threatening you.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's water off a duck's back. I have thick skin when it comes to that. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.
Arnab.